Hey guys, and welcome to Armchair Conversations with Rob. Today, I want to talk a little bit about ideas, more specifically about not stifling your ideas, um, being imaginative and creative, and finding a way to put those things out there to change the world, or even just your little, sector of the world, your little hood, as they say. Basically, I watched a show today, and they were talking about trends. And it's something that I'm going to obviously get more and more into since I am out here in cyberspace. But one of the things that I noticed that the fellow was talking about was the fact that disruption through the new ideas that come available in people's minds sometimes changes the game completely. And he gave several examples. Strangely enough, one of the ones that I thought was most interesting was the fact that those of you out here in YouTube land, and we all enjoy YouTube and watch the videos and everything, but if you are not a YouTube history buff, did you know at one point YouTube was not what it is today? It was actually a response to internet dating. Basically, because people couldn't actually see and talk to people in real time and watch profiles and things on videos. Even though in my day, I remember them having video profiles on tapes that you could rent to watch. Um, but the internet made it possible for them to do streaming and video dating and live video chat. And so originally YouTube was called Tune In and Hook Up because it was a forum where you could watch video profiles for dating purposes. And what happened was basically there were a lot of losers, for better or lack of a term, on there, and people were pretty much not dating the people that were on the profiles. But the people who developed the system realized that a lot of people were tuning in, and what they found was people would refer other people to come look at these crazy people's videos. And then they eventually made a shift, and then this became YouTube. So it was an idea that had to, transmogrify, change, modify, shift around. But that idea eventually brought the producers of this product, if nothing else, quite a bit of notoriety because God, YouTube is everywhere now, is it not? And consequently, probably also brought them millions and millions of dollars in advertising and everything else. So, what is your idea? Is there something that you've thought about that you wanted to create that was interesting to you, but maybe you looked at it and said, nobody's going to want that, or you said, I don't know how to get that out there, how to put that out there, how to make it happen. Well, I'm going to encourage you to pick it back up because you may be the next big thing and don't even know it. Case in point, there's a company called EMI. It was at one point a record company only, and they were a big name about the time that those of us who are a little older remember the original Napster came along. And they were like, oh my God, there's digitized music out there and people are downloading it. And so why would they want to buy records? We don't want to die, our company fail and die because this has become obsolete. So how are we going to make money? And so they did a little examination. They hired a guy, I can't remember his name off the top of my head, that went in and checked on trends and ideas. And he was an idea person where the company really didn't have people that were willing to change the way they did business, but he was kind of a maverick. Jumped in and said, if people will pay up to $1 for a particular song rather than to buy a $20 album, how much do you think they pay for maybe 10 seconds of a song? And so EMI became the biggest producer at that time of what we now call ringtones. How many of you guys pay $1.99, 99 cents, $2, $3 for a ringtone now? And the company made millions and millions of dollars in sales because of a change and an idea. So again, I encourage you to put your idea out there. Find a way to perfect it, make it work, especially if it's a dream of yours or passion of yours. You definitely want to put it out there. Um, and basically, it's kind of about what he talks about in the book. It's called Disrupt You. And he's talking about disruption, basically disrupting patterns, status quo. Now, I encourage everyone to obviously disrupt things in a more positive manner, because you can disrupt things through many things, social change, violence, etc. But we're talking about ideas to bring to market, quote unquote, value to the marketplace here. So you want an idea that maybe disrupts the status quo as it is right now, and maybe fulfills a need or fixes a niche that maybe previously wasn't thought of. Like, for example, there are things that we have today in this world that are amazing, like 3D printers, laser holograms. And these were all ideas by different people, maybe groups of people, to bring a different face of value to the marketplace, marketplace being reality. Okay. So, again, I encourage you to think about your idea, how to put it out there to market, even if it's just an idea to help you in your world and maybe sharing it with other people, possibly, or even again, if it's just about you, because somebody may pick up that idea. Digital technology is an amazing thing, and the world has become a lot more digital. There's a lot more data available and information available. And so the people who hold that, who are able to manipulate it and disseminate it, are the new princes of the universe. I mean, and the people who own the data and who own the equipment and the processes to get it out there, like YouTube and others, for example, are the new kings. And so it's something to consider, because really, when you think about it, you know, you are in an age where your idea can be out there in 15 minutes. And you don't have to have that idea last 100 years to make any money anymore. Um, here's a bit of homework. Go and take a sheet of paper and write down 10 things that you used to use or that you enjoyed or had fun with that are now not available anymore. You might be surprised how quickly that list fills up. I also want to reiterate the fact that if you go and look up those companies or people who design those things, that they made quite a substantial income if they were anywhere near smart about getting compensated for their idea, um, in a very short period of time. And do you think that because the idea is not there anymore, or the product's not there anymore, that that money may not still be there for those who are smart enough to know how to use it and keep it and hold on to it? Just thinking. So anyway, thank you for sharing my armchair. I want you guys to go out there and consider reworking ideas that you may have had in the past that maybe you weren't sure how they were going to come to market, or you felt like nobody believed in them, because some of the stupidest ideas, quote unquote, have made tremendous amounts of money in very short periods of time. Facebook, really? They don't create any content whatsoever, but look at the size of that. YouTube, again, they create some content, but usually that's contracted out, and they don't create any content more than what we as YouTubers provide. So think about it. Anyway, if you like what I've got to say, subscribe, send me some comments, send me some feedback. If you don't, that's what search engines are for. You'll find what you need. In the meantime, for those of you who have enjoyed it, thank you for sharing my armchair, and I look forward to seeing you again.